everyone. So today I'm going to be showing you what I got in my Boxycharm box for February. I feel like last month's was a little bit of a miss for me, but I feel like there were a lot of products in this month's box that I really enjoyed and kind of made up for last month. So I'm gonna get started and share with you guys everything that I got in my box. If you are interested in signing up for Boxycharm, I do have a referral code below. I believe we both get points if you sign up using my link. Otherwise, no worries, and let's get started. So I got box variation number 3, and the theme for this month is called Afterglow. Alright, so the first thing I got in my box is a skincare product, and this is from Farmacy. This is actually the second Farmacy product I've gotten from Boxycharm and the second one I've ever tried from Farmacy ever. This is called their Clean Be Ultra Gentle Facial Cleanser. Not gonna lie, I would have rather had the Sol de Janeiro like little cream that they had included, but I ended up getting this. Now I have tried this already. I've used it actually a couple times now. I think this is the third time I've used it. This retails for $22 and this is 100 milliliters of product, and I have to say that this has a very strong scent. Of course it smells like honey, but it's something else too. It says it has things like coconut, sugar, amino acids, turmeric, chamomile, calendula, aloe, and licorice root. I feel like it's a little bit of the turmeric and the licorice that I'm getting, and then of course like the honey smell. So this is like very scented. Like you don't really smell on your face after you've used it, but there is a very strong scent to it when you are cleansing your face. I don't really care about scents too much, but if you're someone that does not like any type of scents, or if you're super sensitive to things like that, you might want to skip on this product because it is very fragrant. I really loved the Green Clean Cleansing Balm that I got from B4 in I think my October box. I loved that, so that was a really good product. Overall, like this one says, it is a very ultra gentle cleansing facial wash. It's nothing that exciting to me, and it just reminds me a lot of any type of kind of like a foaming type cleanser, and I find that those just tend to like strip my skin a little bit more. I definitely still use them because I have a lot of them, but I've realized like recently I don't really like foaming cleansers too much. So this one does leave my face feeling a little bit tight after I have rinsed it away, and it's supposed to have hyaluronic acid in it, which is supposed to like, I think it's called a humectant, where it like brings the moisture into your skin. I don't think I noticed too much of that. Maybe if I use this longer I'd be able to tell more long term if it does anything like that for me, but just off of the first like 3 uses that I've gotten from this one, it just leaves my skin feeling a little parched. Like I feel like I need to put on a really good moisturizer after this one. So I'm not a huge fan of this one. Like I said, I would have rather had the Sol de Janeiro cream that they had in other boxes, but overall this was just not an exciting product for me. The next thing I got I was very excited for though. This is from Touch in Sol, which is actually a Korean brand, and this is called the No Poreblem Primer, and I have been wanting to try this forever. I've seen it on Sephora a lot of time. I think it retails for about $18, and I have seen this before from like Sweet Korea, or maybe it was Rosary Shop, for about I feel like $9 or $10, and I've always been wanting to try this, but I never got around to purchasing it. So I'm glad that I got it, but I know that I could get it for like almost half the price somewhere else, but I'm glad that I got it nonetheless. So I'm gonna try this out. I've never tried this primer before. It's just like a light pink kind of color, but I don't think that will show up at all, and when I'm putting it on my fingers it feels very much like almost like a gel type of primer. So I'm just going to start by applying this to my face. It's very like slip and like smooth, and it's also very lightly scented. Nothing too intense, but there is a little bit of a scent there. And this feels really good on my skin after doing that cleanser, because this does feel like it has just like a slight bit of like moisturizing type of properties to it as well. It's not one of those like super dry type of pore fillers like I would consider the Cover FX one. This one like really blurs the pores so well, but I find that there's like no moisturization to that one at all. This one feels like it has like a nice blend of moisture and also a little bit of pore filling. I feel like it doesn't blur my pores as much as the Cover FX one does, but it does have a little bit more of that moisture like I was saying. So it's kind of like a nice blend between the two. But now I'm gonna go ahead and apply a foundation and see what I think about it. Alright, so I applied all of my foundation, my concealer, I did a little bronzer and blush, and now what do I think about this primer? Now this is just like the first time I've used this. I do have to say I still think that the Cover FX one does give me more of like a blurred pore look. I still think that this one did a pretty good job though, but it just didn't seem to do as much as that one. But I'm still really glad I got this product because I've been wanting to try this one forever, and it feels really nice and soft and smooth on the skin, so I feel like it's totally a product I would get a lot lot of use out of. So even though it's not as pore filling as I would have liked, I still think this is a really good product so far. The next product I was so excited that I got because I'd actually bought this product before from Sephora when it came out originally, I think about 2 years ago. And this is the Pretty Vulgar highlighter. This one is in the color Glow Up, which is the lightest highlighter out of all of them, which I'm so relieved because I was really afraid that I was going to end up getting either like a darker highlighter, or they were also, I think, giving away bronzers as well, but I already own the bronzer, so I'm so glad that number one, I got the highlighter, and number two, I got the lightest one. And like I said, I had tried to buy this from Sephora when it first came out. I believe this one retails for $32, which is pretty up there for me, but I ended up buying it from Sephora, but whenever I got my order, it came completely smashed, and I was so sad because I was really looking forward to it. And so I ended up returning that one and just getting a refund, and I'm just so glad that I got this again because I had always wanted to try it. It looked really pretty and I love the packaging of it. Back in March of last year, I ended up getting the blush from this line that I really like, and yeah, I just have a couple of these and I like them, but I would never buy them for myself because they are just so expensive. Like, I think the blushes and the bronzer maybe is like either 26 or maybe 24 to $32, so they're very expensive, but I'm glad I got this one, so I'm gonna try this one out and see what I think about it. I feel like it was just fate that I ended up getting this because, like I said, my other one came smashed. So this is the color of the highlight. It almost has like a peachy kind of goldy reflex to it. I don't know if you'll be able to see that on camera at all, but it's super pretty. If I swatch it, maybe you can see it almost has like a pink gold shift to it, which I feel like at least on my skin tone could work, but let's see. So I'm gonna just use my regular e.l.f. blush brush for highlighting. It's my favorite one. And I'm just going to apply that to the top of my cheekbones, and that is definitely a super noticeable highlight, so I'm gonna try to like buff that one in. It definitely looks a little bit more goldy on my skin, which I don't mind that much. I feel like it's still super pretty. All right, so overall, I'm really glad I got this highlighter. Now, I do have to say, I feel like there's so many really good drugstore highlighters these days, so it's not really necessarily like, do I think this is worth $32? Probably not. For me, that's just a lot of money for highlighter. So, I mean, and I just dug my nail through it. Oh my God, I'm such a klutz. Oh well, it's fine, it'll live. I'm gonna finish off the rest of my makeup and come back with the last two products from my box. So the next product I got is a mascara, and sometimes I feel like with Boxycharm, it's just really hit or miss when it comes to mascara. I think this one is my fourth mascara I've gotten from Boxycharm. Two of them I have liked. One I haven't liked, but this one I love. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I know a lot of people love this mascara and a lot of people surprisingly hate it. I really love it, but I've actually never tried a full size of the mascara. I've only had like the little mini ones, so I'm so excited that I get to actually like use this mascara like in its full glory for the first time. However, I'm not going to be opening it now because I do not like my mascara to go to waste, and I already have I think like two other open, so I'm going to save this one for a while, but I know that I love this mascara and I'm just so excited that I got it in my Boxycharm box. And that of course retails for $24, so the entire value of the box right there is all paid for with just that mascara. And the last product I got is a lip product. Now this is from a brand I've never tried before. This is called Trèstique, I think. And this is actually like a duo kind of product. If you look here, there's actually a little sticker and it said primer inside. So if you take that off, you actually get this like little balm stick type of thing on the end, and it's like a little primer. So that's really cool. But the value of this one is $25. Mine is in the color English Rose. Again, it seems a bit like that typical Boxycharm lip color type of thing, but it's not the worst one that I've gotten, and I feel like it'd be an interesting product to try. So yeah, let's give this one a go. First, I'm gonna start with a little primer, and my lips are super dry today, so I'm gonna apply this. They call this a Prime and Color Lip Glaze, so I'm interested to see how that turns out. I love the packaging of this. It looks so cute. It's actually like one of those like magnetic like closure ones, so it feels really nice, but the actual shape of the product is so weird to me. I'll have to do like an up close so you can see better at what I mean, but it's like this oblong shape, and then it has like a half circle it's kind of weird. And I was not filming that entire time. But I actually like that this color is not as dark as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like the same exact color of this, but this is called like a lip glaze kind of color. So I like that it is a little bit lighter because I feel like I could at least pull off this type of lip color without it looking too crazy. I just feel like I haven't had very good luck with a lot of lip product colors from Boxycharm. I feel like most of the time they're just like way too dark and very similar type of colors. And I do have to say, I think this is a similar lip color that I've gotten from some other brand from Boxycharm before, and I feel like they just get really repetitive with their lip colors. I feel like I might make a video on the topic of all of the lip products I have specifically gotten from Boxycharm and swatch them all and show them on my lips and just let you see like how seriously similar a lot of these colors end up being. Sometimes I feel like they either go for like super universal type colors that look good on everyone, or sometimes it's just like super dark colors that are way too intense and do not look good on me. So I feel like that might be a video in itself, but overall I do like this product. It's definitely not one I would have bought myself, but I feel like the color is really pretty. And the value of my box for this month was $121. So definitely $100 of just pure free makeup. Another thing that just completely slipped my mind is this is actually the first Boxycharm box I've gotten that has not included some type of palette, which on one hand is like a little, not disappointing, but it's just like, it's really exciting to get another palette. But on the other hand, it's also really overwhelming to get a palette every single month. So this has actually just been the first month that I've not gotten a palette, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm okay with it because although I do get a lot of good palettes that I like, there's also a lot of palettes that I just haven't been a huge fan of, and overall I would totally be okay if maybe like every other month there's some type of eyeshadow palette, just because it does end up being a lot at once. So yeah, that is everything that I got from my Boxycharm. Let me know, what did you guys get, or are you interested in Boxycharm? Do you get it? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, link is below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.